Some people smile in your face but secretly drain your energy, your time, and your peace. Not every friend is really your friend. Sometimes they're just using you, taking what they can while pretending to care. This video will show you how to spot the signs, trust your gut, and protect yourself from one-sided friendships. The mask of false friendship. Not everyone who calls you bro, sis, or bestie means it. Some people show up in your life like they care, but deep down they're only around because of what you offer. It might be your connections, your time, your emotional support, or your money. These people are experts at wearing masks. They laugh at your jokes. They hype you up in public. They might even send "I got you" messages. But behind the scenes, there's no real loyalty. True friends are consistent, even when it's inconvenient. A user friend disappears the moment you're not useful. They only call when they need something. They don't check in just to see how you're doing. They always make you come to them. And when you say no or set a boundary, they get defensive or distant. The unequal energy exchange. Friendship should feel mutual, not like a job interview where you're always trying to prove your worth. Ask yourself, do I always give and they always take? You plan the hangouts, you send the text, you make the effort. And what do? Show up when it's convenient for them, or worse, only when they need something. They treat your kindness like an endless supply. But when you need someone, suddenly they're busy. Real friends don't make you feel like a backup plan. They show up without being begged. They care even when there's nothing to gain. Signs they're using you emotionally. Some people use friendship like free therapy. They vent to you constantly. They drop their drama on your doorstep like a package you never asked for. But when you try to open up, they go silent or change the subject. They use your ear, your empathy, your emotional labor, and give nothing back. You walk away from every call feeling drained, not supported. You start avoiding their messages because every conversation feels like a storm you have to survive. It's not selfish to want peace. A one-way friendship isn't a friendship. It's emotional exploitation. Signs they're using you financially. Let's talk money. Some people always seem to be struggling when the bill comes. They forgot their wallet, left their card at home, or say, "You got this, right?" Every single time. They don't pay you back. Or if they do, it's after a guilt trip and 10 reminders. They expect gifts, favors, rides, loans, but would never do the same for you. It's not about how much money you have. It's about respect. Someone who values you won't make you feel used or taken advantage of. You're not their ATM. You're not their financial backup plan. You're supposed to be their friend, not a free resource. Manipulation and guilt. People who use you often play mind games. They'll guilt you for saying no. They'll call you selfish for having boundaries. They'll say things like, "Wow, I thought we were close," or "I guess I can't count on you." They twist the narrative so that you feel bad for protecting yourself. That's not friendship, that's control. True friends don't weaponize guilt. They don't make you feel small when you stand up for yourself. If someone only treats you well when you're giving them what they want, they're not your friend, they're a manipulator with good PR. Clout, access, and popularity. Some people befriend you just to get closer to your life. Maybe it's your status, your network, your popularity, or even your online following. They'll name drop you in rooms you weren't invited to. They'll tag you in photos to boost their own brand. They'll ask for your contacts like it's their right. But when you're not hot, relevant, or trending, they vanish. They weren't your friend. They were a social climber using your ladder. The real ones stay when the lights go off, when you're down, when there's nothing to gain but your company. Fake support versus real support. Users are loud when you win, but silent when you struggle. They celebrate your good news because it benefits them. But when you're hurting, they don't want to be bothered. They don't clap when it's inconvenient. They don't show up when it's uncomfortable. True support is quiet. It's not just reposting your wins, it's texting you when you lose. It's sitting with you when there's nothing to say. It's being present, not performative. Check who only shows up when you're shining. Then check who stays when you're sinking. The friendship audit. Sometimes you have to take inventory. Not in a petty way, but in a real, honest way. Who pours into you the way you pour into them? Who checks on you without needing something? Who respects your time, your space, your energy? And who only shows up when they're hungry for something you have? It's okay to outgrow people who were never really growing with you. Distance is not drama. Protecting your peace is not rude. You don't owe unlimited access to people who give you limited care. What healthy friendship looks like. Real friendship isn't about what you can offer, it's about who you are. Feels safe, mutual, energizing. You don't have to perform. You don't have to beg. You don't feel small around them. You laugh. You grow. You rest. You challenge each other. You hold space for each other's wins and wounds. There's balance. There's effort from both sides. There's forgiveness, not manipulation. Accountability, not blame. If that's not what you're experiencing, don't settle. How to cut off a user without drama. You don't have to announce your boundaries on a billboard. You don't need a dramatic exit. You can just stop feeding what's hurting you. Take longer to reply. Say no more often. Decline invitations that drain you. Let silence do the talking. And if they call you fake or accuse you of switching up, remind yourself, they're upset because they lost access to what they were using. That's not your burden. Friendship is sacred. It's not a transaction. If someone is using you, you don't have to keep the door open out of guilt. You're allowed to be loved for who you are, not just what you offer. Choose peace. Choose reciprocity. Choose people who see your worth, not just your usefulness. Cut off the users. Reclaim your space. And surround yourself with real ones.